Chapter 51. The prophets as messengers of God, and their distinction from the Lord's nature. Whilst Ibal, within whom a different light was already dawning, is still reasoning thus, the centurion is already returning and telling joyfully and in amazement how he had found everything in the best of order, and how his subordinates were astonished that according to their witness he had now come to them a second time, asking if all was in good order, since he had already himself, a half-hour previously, given orders to that effect. But he got himself out of the corner by pretending to just be checking up, after which all were at ease without further questions. But filled with curiosity, he asked who, in that case, had been his stand-in, carrying out his work so laudably in his stead. Say I, did I not previously say unto you that all powers in heaven and forces upon earth were under my command every moment? Which, however, you were not willing to believe. Now, however, you surely shall believe that I eternally have no need of fearing death, and that I too am a Lord who has something to say and command. Says the captain, Yes, Lord and Master, you must be a god. And our Roman divine doctrine is no longer as mysterious to me as heretofore. For in yourself I now have the most living proof that now and then a God left his heaven to show himself for a time to mortal children one way or another, enriching them with all kinds of spiritual and earthly treasures, so that he, mortal, may cultivate the otherwise barren earth for a future abode of immortal gods. Am I right or not? Say I, this is no more than empty conjecture of quite pagan subtlety, but lacking even a single spark of truth the way you understand it. Ah, if by earth you understand men's cognition and will, then you could at least be right by some good correspondence of truth. But gods that are not and exist nowhere have never trodden the earth's soil anywhere. Those men, however, through whom God's Spirit spoke to men of this earth, and through whose will many and quite frequent wonders took place, were no gods, but prophets, humans more or less like yourself, and who too died physically, but of course not according to soul and spirit. In me, however, the Spirit of God for the first time sets foot on this earth. It is the same Spirit about whom all the forefathers, all the old wise and all the prophets have over and over again prophesied in their pure visions. But even as I was speaking thus to the astonished commander, a servant came into the room saying that out there in the open once again, a large number of sick were waiting for help, and whether I was prepared to help them. Said I to the servant, Go and tell them that they can depart to their homes in good cheer. And the servant rushed outside and was not a little amazed at seeing all those previously moaning and lamenting in the hallway, now cheerfully and gaily pacing about, praising God. Only after a while did he say to the healed what I told him, and the healed left for their respective homes. Thereafter, for nearly another 2 hours, discussions of a similar nature as with the previous healing were conducted, and therefore can be passed over here. During the conversations we enjoyed bread and wine, and then took to our rest,